When you decide to buy a new car, what is the criteria? What makes you go, yes, this is what I want? For me, as an Audi collector for over 25 years with some very unique and iconic models, it takes a lot to add another car to the stable. This one here is something that has grown on me a lot in the last couple of years. It was never something I planned to have. But in today's automotive industry, when most of the new cars look the same, are quite emotionless and feel more like you're driving an iPad and the attention to details is pretty much gone, I started to look for something original. As you could see in my recent viral Speak Up for Audi film, I pointed that out specifically. Where is the soul in the cars? Where is the uniqueness and strive for doing something that no other manufacturer is doing? I personally think that we are in the era of the worst designed new cars there ever was. See, this 25-year-old car feels more modern than the most of the new cars today. Its iconic design outside and inside, its attention to details, its simplicity, but most of all, its soul. All of that combined brings out something that I consider the decisive point for me to add a new car to my collection. And that is a warm feeling in my heart, soul, and that smile on my face. So let me present to you the new addition in my Audi collection. The first generation Audi TT Roadster Quattro with the unique baseball glove edition. It's quite astonishing, I tell you. Back in the day, this was considered mostly as a hairdresser's car, a squashed VW Beetle, a wannabe Porsche on a golf platform, and never fully seen as a true sports car. But boy oh boy has that changed today. I truly believe that this first generation Audi TT is going to be even more iconic in the future than it was when it stunned the whole automotive industry 30 years ago. The Bauhaus design was like nothing we have seen before, and it was one of the most iconic cars ever made. I drive all new Audis on a daily basis. It's what I do and have done so for the past 20 years. What I have been feeling in the past 6-7 years is also why I made my film. The complete downfall of quality, attention to details, and designs was so visible. We all know it, they know it, and it completely hit the bottom this year. But we also know that Audi admitted it all and is addressing this, and we will see a result within the next 3 years at least. The latest Concept C seems promising as it looks back on what actually made Audi great. And that is, for example, a car like the Audi TT. The first generation Audi TT was never really on my radar as a car that I absolutely wanted. That changed a few months ago when I randomly drove a normal front-wheel drive 180 horsepower coupe, and I was like, my gosh, it's such a fun car to drive. And this interior is so solid and a nice place to be in, I thought. It was such a fresh breeze from the extremely unemotional new models I have driven lately. It was a reminder of how great Audi was back in the day. So I started the search to find one for myself, and it wasn't long before I found the ultimate version, I believe. This one here is a 2000 Audi TT Roadster Quattro with a 225 horsepower 1.8 turbocharged engine and a lovely 6-speed manual gearbox. The baseball glove edition with the unique stitching of the seats is really something remarkable. The attention to the tiniest details in the materials, the ergonomics, the feel of every button push. And come on, don't you just love the whole vibe of this interior? Also, the mixture of the light brown interior and the desert green exterior is a nice change to all my blue cars in the collection. I simply love it. You wanna know the craziest part? The car has today driven 280,000 kilometers and it is in an immaculate condition. Owned by an elderly man in Switzerland who drove quite far to work daily, and a full service book that is documented from the first day. So are there any bugs or fixes needed in this example? Yeah, but not much. Other than a broken fuse in the side of the seat that turns on the airbag light, and a tilted and a little worn out rear quattro badge, and a little more important not working pump in the drop top, there is nothing else to complain on. As a perfectionist, I am going to fix those issues very soon, but all in all, I simply can't get over what amazing condition this car is in. As I have been driving this car quite a lot the whole past summer, I noticed that people point, smile, and they take pictures. A school class that I passed by just driving slowly started to yell, "Floor it, floor it." And I thought to myself, do they mean me in this, the so-called hairdresser's car? That can't be. It just showed that the first generation Audi TT is just so different than any other car you see on the road today. And it has also taken my heart with storm. As an owner of several high-performance, much more powerful Audis, and also being used to drive supercars of today, this lightweight small roadster from the 90s is simply awesome. I absolutely love the little fella. I love the way it looks, I love the interior, I love the way it drives, I love the manual gearbox, and I love the way it feels. And I also love the way it sounds. Even this stock 1.8 turbo sounds pretty decent compared to the muted cars of today. Take a listen. And the TT really drives well. It's quick for its size and you really get a smile on your face when you're behind that lovely steering wheel. Side note, and not behind that atrocious thing you find in the brand new Audis today. The 1.8 turbo engine is a VW Group icon, and with these 225 horses and a curb weight of only 1,500 kilos, it's more that you need to have fun. In today's age, speed is so easy accessible. Cars with 1,000 horses do 2.5 second times 200 kilometers per hour left and right. But they do it without so much soul and feel. It's not all about how quick you get to the 100, it's how you do it. So with the TT's 6.5 second time and you shifting the gears yourself with that lovely and proper gear shifter, while of course enjoying the wind and noises all around you, makes the experience way more fun than the fastest Audi ever made today. Let's dive a little bit deeper into this special baseball glove edition interior. It's one of the coolest interiors in my book, and it's enough just to take a look around in the cabin. The stitching on the seats, that unique compass in the middle. The design of the gauges and the air vents was a sign that they really wanted to stand out. Just as an example, look at this little button that you adjust the date and reset the mileage with. It's freaking aluminum. While a brand new RS3, for example, screams with plastics and soullessness everywhere. And look at that proud quattro badge in the interior, shining bright. The new quattro models don't even have that anymore, as I mentioned in my film. And the click and the ergonomics of the AC controls is so satisfying and easy to use. I don't have to look away from the road to find them on that huge screen with a billion other icons and functions. These are the small things that have always mattered to me, and that's why I have loved Audi for 30 plus years. I am aware that there are people that find the TT's exterior design quite boring. Well, we are all entitled to our own opinions, but I myself find it pretty darn awesome and it looks good from any angle. I also always wanted a drop top in my collection, so now I have one of the coolest ones. Those roll bars behind the seats, those iconic fenders, and the timeless wheels. And I like the simple design of the head and tail lights and not the abomination of the split head and tail lights we see today. I recently bought an S-line grille and also later on will change to the little more aggressive 3.2 quattro front bumper with the gills on the sides like the B5 RS4. It already has that S-Line 3.2 diffuser, which is pretty neat if you ask me. Also, something that I need to point out is that this TT Roadster is surely not a car for long trips. The insulation is quite bad with the soft top on, and when you drive on the motorway it actually feels like you have the windows wide opened. But let's face it, this is more of a car for lovely summer weekend drives to just enjoy the weather and the pleasure of driving. Additionally, I'd like to add that I have noticed that many important and long-term Audi employees have a first-generation TT themselves. I remember very clearly in the last couple Audi events when I told some important designers and mechanics, "Hey guys, I bought a first-generation TT Roadster Baseball Edition." Before I could even finish my sentence, they were already scrolling their phones with a big smile on their faces that they own one themselves. How awesome is that? It just shows how important this car is for the four rings. And that is also why I bought this very car, to also remind myself of that and to hope that it will take away the huge disappointment of what they are doing today. So to finalize it all, the first generation Audi TT Roadster has really put a spell on me. It's a car that I got to love very quickly and one I will never let go. So if you want a future classic that is still very affordable, then this is your pick. I'm sure you will bond with the car as quick as I did. But don't wait, cause I'm certain that these cars will go up in value a lot in the near future. Especially this very baseball glove edition version. The knowledge that from now on a hot summer day, I will always have the possibility to jump in a funky, timeless manual roadster from the brand that I love and has shaped my entire life, will forever put a smile on my face. Thank you for watching.